Hi there, welcome to episode number 7 of Parenting Hacks with Dr. Yanina. I want to say welcome to this episode, and of course, you just saw my dog Annie walking by because she wanted to welcome you too from our family room. So thank you so much for joining me on episode number 7. This is a series of 3 videos. So if you have not had a chance to see episode number 1 and 2 of the series, Connecting with My Tween and Teen, I invite you to check out episode number 5 and number 6, in which I give parenting hack 1 and 2 on how to connect or stay connected with your tween or teen authentically. So I don't want you to miss those 2 hacks. So you can pause this video and go back, or you can watch this video, and when you have a moment, go ahead and check out episode number 5 and 6. So today's hack is parenting hacks number 3. And basically, parenting hack number 3 is to schedule time to hang out with your tween or teen. Seriously, schedule time to hang out with them. It is so important. And sometimes we take these things for granted. You know, we are so busy. We have busy lives, and sometimes we don't even have time for much, right? How in the world we're going to be spending time and hang out with our kids? Well, you know what? We have to find the time. That's the bottom line. We have to invest in our children. If we want to have a stronger and healthier relationship with our preteen and teen, and if we want to connect with them authentically, we have to spend time. So let's go back to the hanging out. What comes to your mind when I said the phrase, let's hang out? Right? You're probably excited. You start thinking about that you want to hang out with your best friends, that is such a relaxed time, very free, you know, it's fun. So when you hang out, you have fun, right? It's relaxing, it's very free. And I'm using that word intentionally because that's how I want you to see it when it comes to hanging out with your children, hanging out with your preteen and teen, is to set some time aside for your tween or teen and yourself to enjoy each other's company without a hidden agenda in mind. Very, very important. Without a hidden agenda in mind. Because the truth is, awesome mom, that it is during those special moments when we spend time with our kids that the doors are open to your youngster's heart and mind. That's how it is. They open up when they are spending those special moments with you, those private special moments in which they feel that you guys are connected. So I'm going to give you a couple of ideas on how to hang out with your kids. And the first one is that maybe once a week for at least 30 minutes, you can clear your time and you can clear your mind and shift gears and focus on your son or daughter. Just focus on them. Maybe 30 minutes is too much. Maybe you might want to start with 10 minutes, or you might want to start with 15 minutes, or even 5 minutes. I take it. I take the 5 minutes. That eventually, hopefully, it's a little bit longer. But I take those 5 minutes because I know that I have some single moms out there that is super, almost impossible to put that much time aside. And I have other moms that are career women, career moms, and they have all these different things, all these different responsibilities. I get it. So I'm asking you to set aside 5 minutes to just focus on your son or daughter. And another option is that, especially for those busy moms who have more than one child, you know, is to schedule some short hangouts. You know, like I said, 5 minutes would be wonderful. So just these hangouts can be as simple as having a conversation in the privacy of her room or his room, or maybe more complex as to just having together like a candlelight dinner. They can be like either tiny things to bigger things based on your schedule, but the point is to schedule time with each one of your children. And you know, if you have little ones, but that's a different story. Keep in mind that I'm focusing on your preteens and teens. So it's important that you do spend some time with your child separately. One of the things that we do in my house, like we have day nights with our children. So my husband and I take turns. So I go with my son and then he goes with my daughter. Same. Usually we try to schedule it at the same time, but there have been times that based on what they want to do, we have to schedule one on a Friday night and the other one on a Saturday morning. It really doesn't matter. And then the next time we switch, then I spend time with my daughter and he spends time with my son. And but if you're a single parent, maybe you can talk to a good friend, a brother or sister that maybe can help you out with that too. So it's good. The point is that it's good to spend sometimes just you and your child together and get to know each other, and so you can get to know them at a deeper level, which is one of the hacks that I shared with you in my previous episode. So think about it this way. The whole thing is what really matters here is that you set time aside to be present, to be mindful, to be fully engaged, and to focus on your child. Another thing you can do is you can consider spending a few minutes each day to catch up with each other, and it doesn't have to be scheduled. It's just whenever the opportunity comes, but be mindful about it because busyness can just, over empower your intentions. So be mindful about it. Just spend some time with your kids. What I do with my children, I do what I call a daily preview. So because I work mainly from home, I'm usually here when they come from school. So basically a daily preview is that it's a 5 to 10 minute conversation in which we share with each other what is going on or what happened during the day. And sometimes it's only a 1 minute thing. Hey, we're talking about preteens and teens. Sometimes it's a 5 minutes conversation. Sometimes it becomes a 30-minute conversation based on what is going on and how willing they are to open up and talk about it. But I take the 1 minute, I take it the same way as I take the 30-minute. It's the whole thing of just catching up. And, because we've been doing this for such a long time, they do ask me about my day. So I do share with them what I did during the day, just the highlights of the day. So, but again, it's a matter of trying and doing this every day and expect sometimes a 1 minute conversation or even expect a kind of reaction sometimes. But the more you do it, the likelihood that the conversation will be a little bit deeper is greater. So don't give up, keep trying. Again, keep in mind that these kids, they're in one mood right now and then 5 minutes later they just have this transformation. Be patient and compassionate. So that's what I do. Like I said, it's called my daily preview. And I do the same with my daughter. So I try my best to do it separately, and it works out for me because my son comes like around 2:30 and my daughter comes around 4:15. So it's easier. But eventually, for example, next year, they both are going to be in the same school. They're going to be coming home at the same time. So I will likely have it right there together, possibly, since they come in. I mean, if this is your situation, you can consider have it separately or have it right there, and then give them an opportunity to share their highlights without being interrupted. So don't let the one sibling interrupt the other kind of thing. But yeah, check out those. Maybe the daily preview might be something that works for you. So another thing that you can do, maybe you are not home when your children come because you're working, you're doing other things, you're running errands, whatever it is. Well, then have your daily preview while you're driving them. I'm sure that you're probably driving them around. And again, if they're in the same car, just make sure that you give specific time, like undivided attention to each one of them separately. And if they interrupt each other, stop them and let them just express themselves without being interrupted. That's super important. You can also do it after school programs and practices, during dinner, or even before going to bed. So again, those daily previews can last from 1 second to whatever the situation is. So but the truth is, my friends, is that as you give them a few minutes of your day, every day, what you're doing is you're strengthening your relationship with them, and you're connecting with them authentically because they see that you really care every day. Don't just say, how was your day? No, just start, the conversation like, tell me the highlights of their day. Is there anything today that kind of didn't go well, or do you want to? Is there, if they don't start the conversation, you can start and share something about your day. And again, if they're not used to this type of conversation, it's going to take a while for them to have the conversation. Be patient. Offer your highlights and offer your story, and be brief about it. And if something happens that you guys have been busy all day and you haven't had a chance to talk to each other, and you didn't have a chance to talk to each other, it happens sometimes. Don't punish yourself because you didn't have your daily preview yesterday. Just try to be more intentional about it and more mindful about it. But be persistent, be patient, and because it takes a while for kids and even adults to adopt a new habit. And if they're not used to this, they might be a little bit skeptic at the beginning, as I have said in my previous episodes. But it's a matter of being persistent. So if this is a new practice, again, like I said, introduce that idea to your tween or teen first, introduce it. And one of the things that I go over in my book, Moms Don't Quit, is that I share quite a few tips to how to be tactful and make this experience a pleasant one. And actually, I also talk about how you can avoid coming across as an FBI or CIA agent. You don't want to come across like like an agent. You don't want to interrogate or anything like that. So I spend quite a few in my book. I spend some time sharing with you how you can avoid coming across like that. And I also share a few ideas and places you can go with your child. So yeah, check out my book, Moms Don't Quit, and you'll find it on Amazon or Barnes & Noble, whether it's online, or you can just go to a bookstore and check it out over there. And as always, I want to remind you that we have a Facebook group for moms just like you. So if you have not done so yet, join our group of other moms who are there to support each other. And in that group, I share quite a few resources as well. So this week, my friend, why don't you try adopting that daily preview, the action plan for this week? Adopt a daily preview time, whether it's a 1 second or 30 minutes, it doesn't matter. Every day, just check in with your kids. If it's something new, it's gonna take a while for them to respond. If they give you a hand at the beginning, you're always welcome to offer, tell them a little bit, a highlight of your day to start the conversation, and be patient, keep trying. But, if another thing you can do is just, like I said, sometimes you can do it in the car, you can do it on the way to practices, or when you pick them up. It doesn't matter, but anything that is new takes time to develop. So be patient. Don't punish yourself if it's not working out. If you've been trying for 1 week and it's still not working out, try 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Keep trying until your kids get used to it. And hopefully things will get better again. So this is a parenting hack number 3 when it comes to connecting with your preteen or teen. And I hope that you found these hacks helpful. And I would love to hear from you. You're always welcome to leave a comment below the video, or you're always welcome to join the Facebook group, in which you can send me your feedback and your takeaways through there. Once again, thank you for watching today's episode, and I will see you in my next episode. Have a wonderful week. Bye.